Hi, my name is Damz, and today I'm playing Infection-Free Zone. And this is probably the biggest post-apocalyptic city builder I have ever seen. And as you can see by this globe, you can literally go anywhere in the world, even on your very own street. The way it works, it's generated by using satellite maps, so anywhere you click on the game, it replicates what is there in real life. So if you live somewhere close to a hospital or a school or a supermarket, you can build there, gather medical supplies or even food supplies from those places. So maybe you already know the ideal base location. As you can see, the developers have also given a list of various different cities around the world for you to kind of play and I suppose learn the game. But you can also search and choose anywhere you want to go. Now, as you can tell from the accent, I am from the UK, so I am very tempted to start in the UK and see what we can find. So if I go over to the UK over here and I zoom in, you even get a more of an in-depth look at the map. You actually have access to every single street, every single town and city, just everywhere in the world. So when I say this is the biggest post-apocalyptic survival game that exists, it's no question. And with all this flexibility, there is so much replayability in this game. Let's take example Birmingham in the United Kingdom right now. You could go right in the center. It's a massive city with huge buildings, so many places to build and fortify. Or maybe you wanted to go over out into the more rural areas here, where there's not as many buildings, not as many roads, just more of a forest area where you can isolate yourself from the hordes of zombies. Now, I think I'm gonna go into London right now and see if we can find a really interesting area. Now, as you can see, we've selected London and it brings us up this little green grid here, and this will be our starting area, and this is the area we can expand to. And as you can see, that is pretty huge. So like I mentioned, because we're going into a very populated city such as London right now, there is going to be so many more zombies to deal with, but I think we should be fine. Let's continue. Now, we do have a little bit of customization as well. We can change the zone name. We can also activate the tutorial or not. I think we'll keep it on for this video so you can learn the game alongside me as well. I've not actually played this game a lot. And we also have different options here, how many people we want to start with, how many resources we want to start with, and how many hordes there are going to be. And it kind of gives you a general indicator over here, how hard and how easy the game will be. But we'll keep it on medium for now.
The world as we know it is gone. What we called the mad virus appeared out of nowhere. It made people turn extremely violent, aggressive, and unrestrainable. Soon later, the infected became bloodthirsty, more like vampires than human. There was chaos, panic, and war for survival. Desperate people were just as dangerous as the virus itself. Even our loved ones could become a threat. The infection spread quickly throughout the entire globe. Every region, every country, every city. Drastic measures were taken to get rid of the infected, but they all failed. The last chance for those who seemed immune was to hide in underground shelters, ones that we improvised in garages and basements, loaded with food, water, and air filtration systems. These were the places where we survived, sealed from the outside. For so long, we waited for any signal, any info that a cure had been found, or the situation stabilized. Instead, we listened as the world grew quiet. Our resources were becoming depleted. Life support systems were failing. And just as we were losing all hope, we received a distant call.
To all survivors, the infection is in decline. Seek others and rebuild.
This was the impulse we needed. There were others out there. We could come back to the surface. No more hiding. From the ruins of the old world, we will build our new home.
So here we are then in London. And as you can see, we have a desolate post-apocalyptic version of London right here. Various buildings, various shops. We have a HMRC building here, a Tesco Express. Do we potentially live in Tesco? If you're from the UK, you very much know what Tesco is. House of Parliament shop. Big Ben is over here as well, of course. All the landmarks that are going to be in real life, like I say, are going to be translated into this game. But as you can see by the video, in terms of the story and kind of the lay of the land of this game, it's based very much a long time after a zombie outbreak. People have been living in bunkers, underground, trying to survive, trying to wait it out. Hopefully something changes. And word has got out that the zombies are on a slow decline. So people want to take their world back, come out the bunkers, try and survive back in the world they used to know, and hopefully take it back. But first mission then, what we've got to do is select a building for our base of operations. Now, like I say, we've got all of this area to play with. We could fortify a massive building like this. Living quarters, it can actually produce up to 70 people can live in this building. In my opinion, probably more by the looks of it, but it is what it is. We could get people living inside the Big Ben, which I do kind of find a bit hilarious, to be honest. We also have Westminster Bridge here as well, which this could be a nice little fortable choke point, in my opinion. So we only have to deal with zombies from potentially this left-hand side over here. I think this is actually quite hilarious. So I think we're going to make our headquarters a Tesco. So if we click here, this building is extremely large and will be hard to defend in the first days. We recommend choosing a smaller building. Are you sure you want to confirm? Yes, I do want to confirm. Let's do it.
Operator, this is first squad leader. We made our way out. The neighborhood looks deserted. We'll have to scavenge the nearby buildings for any useful resources.
Okay, I think we should look for food.
Okay, find something to eat as fast as possible.
Now, this game is an RTS game, real-time strategy, constantly moving, so you do obviously have all the different speed management tools at the top. I'm going to pause it for now and try and go over some of the basics. Now, at that left-hand side, then, as you can see, actually says press V. And now, if we press V, it actually gives us an indication on what all these different buildings are. Shop or restaurant, these potentially would have been back in the day. This is an ideal place you want to kind of scavenge for food. And also you do have a kind of military police building right round the corner that potentially could give us some pistols, assault rifles, and ammunitions crate. So they're going to be absolutely massive for survival. And if we quickly hover over some of the UI as well, we have a little breakdown in food that we've got available, the different ammo we've got available, the different weapons as well, fuel, construction materials like wood and metal and steel, and also other materials here like farming and medicine. So objective 1 then is to select our very first squad, and as you can see, we do actually have a little breakdown of all the different people we've got in this squad. It is a squad of 4, and it's asking us to scavenge some buildings to potentially get some food. So we do have a potential restaurant here. If we right click on the squad here and press play, they should make their way out of our headquarters and go and scavenge the buildings. And there's the squad of 4 then going into this building here. Hopefully we can find some useful resources. I still find it hilarious that our main base of operations is a Tesco Express.
Chief, I will speak on behalf of the other citizens. Let us go and adapt the buildings to suitable shelters, so we won't spend a single more night underground.
Okay, I agree.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Amazing. So it looks like we have another objective as well now. New shelters. We're going to have to adapt the buildings into living quarters for our settlers.
Sir, the sun is getting low. We don't know what's going to happen during the night. We can continue our scavenging operations in the dark, but that will be way more dangerous than waiting until sunrise.
So I think I definitely agree we should get back to the HQ.
Everyone should be back in the HQ.
Roger.
The workers will return home too. Unarmed civilians should not walk after dark.
Okay, good to know. We'll keep that in mind.
Stay safe.
Tomorrow's another day.
So we are going to get our people back over to the HQ to remain nice and safe, because we don't know what the nighttime is going to hold for us.
Sir, the crates are in the HQ. we have to think what to scavenge first. It will be best to check some shops or warehouses.
Okay, that's a good plan.
Okay, I'll point you where to go.
So like I say, you scavenge different buildings to find different resources, building materials, or even food or medicine, or research if we potentially could find a school or a university. But it is getting to nighttime, or should I say it is pretty much nighttime. As you can see by the map, it is pretty dark outside, and our group is advising us not to be walking around in the open in the night.
Sir, just saw a group of infected. They might not be aware of our presence yet.
Okay, here we go then. It is 4 AM. And our group has spotted the first group of infected. Now, like you say, they don't know where we are, so I think we should just hide
Stay away from them.
for the time being. Let's continue this. And hopefully, they're not aware of our presence. If we click on them, then it actually gives an estimate number of them. And there is 5 different zombies there. You'd hope 4 people with guns in an elevated building should be able to protect themselves if not, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Morning, everybody. Time to earn your living.
It does look like we managed to survive the night, but we do know that they are camped in this very building. I don't feel comfortable with that, I'm not gonna lie. So I think we should just go and clear them out straight away.
Going there. This night was easy. There are sure to be some infected around here. We should build some defenses before the next nightfall.
I definitely agree with that.
Agree. Let's build a wooden tower.
Infected inside!
Okay, they've spotted the infected. I'm hoping they can deal with them. Does look like they did with no casualties. That is absolutely huge. And while we're in this building as well, let's get this group scavenging and hopefully we can find some more food potentially.
Clear.
And now they're going to be dropping off those resources over to the HQ. And as you can see, 4 cans of food, which is huge. But in terms of our next objective then, we still obviously have to build a living quarters for all of our settlers to live in, and we need to build a wooden tower. So what you can do is obviously click on the buildings themselves. And if you click on adapt building, we can actually make it into a few different things. A headquarters, obviously, if we want another headquarters, a warehouse, to be able to store all of our resources. But we do need a shelter. But before we do that, I don't want to miss out on any other resources.
Ready for
So I
action.
feel like we should definitely get the team to continue searching this building.
Roger.
Finish off the scavenging, clear all the resources out, and then get people living in there. But it's also asking us to build a wooden tower. So if we go over down to here and build a wooden tower, I'm trying to think where the best place potentially could be.
Chief, there are signs of smoke. It's coming out of a building. I think there might be some people there. I recommend we go and investigate.
Okay, so potentially some more survivors not too far down the road.
Let's investigate.
But also, could potentially be a trap.
We should create another squad before we investigate. We can't be sure who we're going to find there.
That's very true. So obviously what you can do as well is
Okay,
create multiple
let's do this.
squads. So if you click on the squads panel, we obviously have our first squad that are out getting food for us right now, but we can also create a secondary
Ready for
squad,
action.
which is absolutely huge. But I feel like for the time being, it's probably not wise to send all of our resources down and investigate that smoke. I feel like we should clear the area around us. So can this squad please
Receiving.
go and
Let's
loot
do it.
this building and see what we can find in it? But as I was saying before we got rudely interrupted, we do need to build a wooden tower. Now, we do have quite good visibility all around this area, especially when we kind of fortify these buildings. So I feel like we should have maybe a tower looking down this road just to help us if anything kind of tries to come over this left-hand side. And then maybe one just covering the bridge as well. And as you can see, we do have some builders. If we click on this little tab here, you can see how many citizens we have. We can assign them to different things. Of course, we've got 4 and 4 in terms of 2 different squads right now. 22 are unemployed, and we have 10 builders out working on these towers.
Building work work done. Get some rest.
Okay, amazing. So our very first tower is now up and functional. We've got 2 people in there. And as you can see, it actually explains what weapons we have available to us. I do believe they've only got bow and arrows right now because we don't actually have any spare weapons available. The 2 pistols we have are actually set on each of our squads, I do believe. It is getting to night time.
Waiting orders.
And of course, I am wary that zombies could pop out at any second.
Receiving.
I'm not too mad at the position they are in this building right now.
Hostiles inbound.
And this one has already spotted a horde. We zoom out, as you can see, this is where the horde is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this squad to retreat back to the headquarters, and hopefully they are not spotted by this horde coming. It actually is quite a large horde, actually. There's 6 different zombies. We do have this team over here with decent line of sight on it.
Sir, it's almost nightfall. We can already see some infected coming out of their lairs.
Okay.
Fully aware of that.
Get ready to defend the zone.
Now this is a huge zombie horde of 13.
They're breaking into our building.
They're already automatically going for that tower. I don't want to open fire just yet, just in case.
Infected incoming.
Also spotted another horde. And as you can see, if you zoom out on the map as well, you get a really good landscape. As you can see, they're actually fighting in the streets right now. We need to get this group back to the headquarters ASAP.
There are some infected around here.
Looks like we should be able to deal with them. That is absolutely huge. But more are coming. We do have 2 groups, and it looks like they're climbing the walls as well. This is absolutely terrifying.
They're breaking into our building.
This is not good. This is really not great. We do have 2 groups in there, though, so I feel pretty confident we should be okay.
There are some infected around here.
Okay, we managed to deal with them.
Reporting. Hostiles inbound.
They're luckily not managing to get in this building. It is a massively fortified building, to be fair. But we are using a lot of gunpowder right now, a lot of weapons, and as you can see, we're slowly but surely running out of pistols. This is an absolutely terrifying first night, by the way, but it did say it was going to be difficult, and they were not wrong. Now, one thing I do wish they did add in the game is an ability to rotate the camera. I would be able to like to see around the other side of this building, but I suppose it is fine. What an absolutely stressful night, and more are coming. We really need some more ammo, I'm not gonna lie.
Ready for action.
Some of these people are already ran out of bullets. Well, it looks like we are secure for the time being. We've had to kill a lot of undead. Already trying to break into our huge Tesco. Looks like I spoke too soon. Another horde has been spotted by the group. Looks like they are traveling through the water, so they can actually get through the water, but I'm hoping this tower can come into play potentially. I think ideally long term, if we can build a barrier around here and make this a massive choke point, it will be huge. As you can see, it is getting to daytime. Those zombies are not a big fan of the daytime.
We've got work to do.
And they are just floating in the water for the time being. Not ideally where I want them, but it is what it is.
Roger.
Now let's continue scavenging.
We'll get them.
Maybe finish these zombies off. We can.
Chief, many of our workers don't have any jobs. Send them to gather resources, to construct or to work at some of the buildings.
I don't like this horde being here. We need to deal with them straight away. But I also agree with that.
We're gonna see.
Horde eliminated.
Okay, nice. We managed to deal with them before they became too much of a problem.
Waiting orders.
I think let's start searching some more of these buildings as well. what I ideally want to do, there is still 3 resources in there, which is not a problem. But let's adapt this into a shelter.
We're missing resources. Chief, this building is way too big for us to adapt as a whole. It'll cost us too many resources. But we can still adapt it partially, and only convert as much space as we need.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Okay, you're right. Let's do this.
So if we click, we can actually drag half of it. So we're only going to potentially want the bottom half, I do believe. We don't actually need that many. So if we do maybe just 50 people there, amazing. And it won't cost like 1,000 pieces of wood to be able to fortify that building. We also have been told to be able to gather some materials, and we're definitely going to need some more wood. And I think we should clear out this area here, maybe all this wood around here as well, so we get better line of sight for any incoming zombies. Now, just in terms of where this game is heading as well, it is very much early access. I'll pop up a screenshot right now of what it says at the start of the game for the plans of this game, and honestly, the plans they have for this in the future are going to make this game honestly one of the best zombie survival games / city builders just a thing ever made. And honestly, it's already pretty awesome already. Now, what I think I'm going to do, as we are kind of wanting more weapons, I think we should definitely go and loot this unformed service facility, and hopefully we can find some more ammunition and weapons. Would be absolutely huge. Once again, it is getting to nighttime. The days go super quick in this. It doesn't give you a lot of time to kind of make preparations for the night ahead. Hopefully we can get a little bit of more work done. I'd love to get one of these towers ideally sorted, but it looks like it's getting to nighttime. Everyone is going back home. And yeah, I think we should pull this team back just in case.
We're on the move.
The moon seems so close to the Earth tonight, reflecting the sunlight. The sky is perfectly clear. It's almost as bright as the day. There should be no infected on the street tonight.
Ooh, that's amazing.
That's good. We can use a quiet night.
Definitely could use a quiet night. Let's go back out and get some more resources. There's no point in resting right now. Let's take advantage of this quiet night. When there's a full moon, apparently that is stopping them. Didn't know that, but I'll definitely be taking that information.
Chief, we just found an assault rifle.
Oh yeah,
This will come in handy against large hordes.
definitely.
Let's just not waste too much ammo on nothing.
Amazing. So me searching that building has done exactly what I
Use
wanted
with
it to do.
caution.
We have actually managed to clear out both of these buildings. What my actual plan is, maybe making one of these into a warehouse potentially. I think that would be a good plan, and then we can deposit all of our resources in here. Kind of keep everything tight in this little square here, and then eventually expand out and kind of block off these choke points here. It is a brand new day then. 5 AM. The builders are back out chopping some wood for some resources. Hopefully we can finally make this into a living quarters so we can get everyone nice and rested. Get these watchtowers finally built as well, so we have a little bit more defense from the wave of zombies that is definitely going to hit us hard in the butt tomorrow night.
Building clear. Chief, we found some medical supplies.
That is absolutely
They'll definitely
huge.
come in handy. Now we'll be able to give first aid to the wounded. But if we want to heal people more efficiently, we'll need to build a med bay.
The med bay sounds like a good idea. We'll think of that.
Yeah, it really does. So we've luckily managed to find some medical supplies in this building over here. Now, of course, if you do manage to find a hospital anywhere, then you are absolutely laughing, because you're going to be finding so many different medical supplies. So many buildings over here that we potentially could look for. Now, we do now, of course, have the living quarters as well. This can hold up to 51 people. And this can also hold up to 27 people. But obviously, of course, everyone's going to ideally want to be living in this building. Now, I'm going to assign more workers to try and get this warehouse built so we can put all of our resources in here. It does look like we have managed to finally get this tower built after it being destroyed very easily a couple of nights ago before we managed to get it finished.
Construction complete.
is going to be huge, but obviously that is also going to cost us another 2 people defending this as well, but it should be fine. We do have a tower on each side of the base now, and ideally I do want to get this built eventually as well. To do with some more wood, so what I'm going to do as well is just get some more people chopping wood, just so we can get as much of it as possible. We're also very close to finally building the warehouse and getting all of our resources stored in here. It is getting to night time.
Let's do it.
I'm going to send both squads back, as one squad has 3 food and the other has 4 food. So yeah, I mean, in terms of food right now, we're not doing so bad at all. We're definitely keeping everyone fed, somewhat defended as well. We have 12 boxes of ammo left as well, with the 8 guns that we're using, and I feel like tonight we may be needing it.
Hostiles inbound.
Already spotted a horde. Which direction are they coming from is the question. A huge horde, 14 people.
Horde spotted.
Yeah. Now where are they gonna go is the question. It looks like they are pillaging this building here, which is super frustrating, as we had just slowly started to build it. And for some reason, the people in this tower are not doing anything whatsoever. Is it because they don't have any weapons? I don't really know. But this is not good. I'm going to get a squad across the street here.
On my way.
You know what? No, I'm not. I don't want to risk it. Let's just use this building as a last stand. This could be really bad. I'm not going to lie. Multiple hordes. So it looks like we got one group down. Second group down. Oh my, there are so many zombies. Oh, so many zombies. I might have to create a new squad here. One has the rifle as well. Try and get as many people defending this base as possible. I think we may have lost quite a few people. It looks like they've somewhat destroyed our home as well. These zombies are no joke. We have another horde coming this way as well.
Horde spotted.
Look at them scaling the buildings and destroying our headquarters. It doesn't actually have a lot of health left. Hopefully we can hold on. A lot of work that we've done in the last couple of days has gone to absolutely nothing. I'm hoping that one man with the assault rifle can kind of do us some justice here. It looks like this tower might just about hold on as well. God, this is rough. Okay, we managed to deal with them just for the time being. I'm going to send this squad over here just so we got some more vision and some ways to shoot them in different directions. Maybe we can flank them a little bit. I don't know if this is a good idea. They may get cut off by the zombies. Okay, I think they may be okay. They're in the house with them. Can they deal with them? Okay, it does look like it. But a lot of them did take a bit of damage, but they should be fine. This night is absolutely hectic. No joke when they said this was a difficult scenario. I think we've nearly survived. Nearly survived the night. No, we need to repair this house building straight away and also repair the warehouse. That was absolute mayhem.
To all survivors, the infection is in decline. Seek others and rebuild.
Who?
Who's there?
To all, the infection is in decline.
I'd have to agree after last night. Is somebody there?
Is somebody there?
This, the infection is in decline. Seek this and rebuild.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
This, the infection place and rebuild.
Hello?
Hello? Please respond. Over.
This. Reinfection is in decline. Seek place and rebuild.
Chief, this is the same transmission we received before, but the signal is even weaker. Our walkie-talkies are not powerful enough for long-range communication. We have to build a large antenna.
Okay.
The local library or university would be a good place to search for information on how to make it work.
We're running out of resources.
Let's go there.
That's a really good idea. We've got a library over here. Gosh, it's really far away though.
Sir, the winter is coming. The days will be shorter. The farms won't produce any more food. We should brace ourselves. This might be the hardest days of the year.
Let's prepare for winter.
Okay, a lot going on there then. We've just survived the night. People are back to building buildings again. These guys are a little bit hurt, so I think we should definitely try and grab that medical kit there.
Reporting.
And as we do have a fully fit functioning team here, I think we're definitely going to need some more hands on deck. I think we should go and try and test the waters and see if we can rescue some of these survivors. We do have a fully functional warehouse as well at last. I think that is going to be absolutely huge. Let's get these medical supplies back to the base. Or, you know what? I should probably put them in the warehouse, actually. We do have this third squad here. I think for the time being, I'm going to disband them and get some more workers out and about. Now, these are very close
Ready for action. We're on the
to
move.
this building here.
Chief, we found some survivors. They've been living in terrible conditions for the last few years. We could bring them in, but will we be able to feed them?
Yes, of course.
Bring them in.
Let's go. It looks like we've got some new group of survivors. 5 more people, which is going to be huge. Looks like this group has decided to also scavenge this building, so why not while we're here? And we do need to get someone over there to get the technical books that is allow us going to be able to research further and get some form of radio equipment up and underway. I think what I'm going to do once again
On my way.
is create another squad.
Reporting.
Put them in this building.
Do it. Waiting orders.
Put these in
We're
this
on the move.
building. Let's get all bases covered just in case we get zombies attacking from the north, the east, the south, or the west at this point. Now we are getting into the night time. It is 9 o'clock. We also, as you can see, do now have 45 citizens.
We're running out of stock.
So that is going to be absolutely huge. Now we've got an extra 5 hands working on building up this base. We're also out of wood, so I have selected a whole bunch of trees for us to try and gather as much wood as possible so we can continue expanding the base. It looks like we have spotted the first horde of the night. Multiple hordes. This tower has been pretty good at handling itself, so I'm pretty certain they'll be able to deal with these. You know, it's quite a large horde of potentially up to 12 zombies.
Hostiles inbound.
Couple of hordes over here as well. Oh my, there is a lot coming down here. Good luck to this tower. You've served us well so far. We'll have to wait and see.
They're breaking into our building.
I don't know if this tower is going to be able to hold, guys. I'm not going to lie. Okay, it's managed to deal with one pretty easily. Kind of like the squads being split up like this. Gives us a lot more places and a lot more area to shoot from. Tower's down to quite low health. Is it going to be able to deal with this zombie horde? Looks like we're pretty safe and secure for now. Famous last words.
Infected incoming.
So it looks like we managed to survive the night, but there is a horde kind of lurking over there. Which I don't mind, as long as we know where they are. Looks like there's a massive building of hoarded zombies over there, which we're going to have to keep an eye on. But
Ready for
I think
action.
for the time being, what I'm going to do, we do have this squad over here. I kind of want to get on track with this mission and get some technical books. more research is going to be very valuable to us. Hopefully all of our workers can get on with chopping some trees right now. That is going to be absolutely huge, and bringing them back to this building here, so we can finally once again actually build some living quarters for our poor citizens.
Waiting orders. Sir, just found a car that looks drivable.
Ooh.
Trying to make it run again.
Okay, try it.
That is going to be absolutely huge for our maneuverability. So let's just jump over here. Let's get this squad and jump straight on this car.
Chief, we just found a dead animal.
Oh,
but
God.
The thing is, it was literally shredded to pieces. It couldn't just be some ordinary infected. There are teeth marks on its skin. They look like dog teeth.
Stay
Okay.
alert.
Please let there not be dog zombies in this game.
We're missing resources.
Chief, we found some seeds in one of the buildings. It looks like grain. There were some farming tools as well.
Ooh.
Maybe we could use this to start cultivating the land again.
Okay.
Okay, bring that in.
We should have a place where we can cook meals for our citizens. This will make our people much happier,
Where
too.
are we going?
Okay, let's build a cookhouse.
We're going to need some metal, too. Car wreckage
my
could
way.
be a good source. Or we can
Let's
deconstruct
do
some
it.
buildings. Send workers
Going
to do
there.
that.
Let's do it. Ready for action. I miss driving so much. This will help speed up our scavenging. And we can run over the infected if they get too close.
Great idea.
Well, we're gonna see.
Right, a lot has just happened there. We managed to rescue a car, which has got a lot of resources in it, by the way. So we definitely can bring that into the base. We also have found farming tools, and we can build a cookhouse now, which is going to be amazing for our long-term survival. This group is slowly but surely looking through the library
Job done.
and managed to find different technical books. So we're going to have to bring them back to the base. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this group here in the car to go back over to the library. Look how much quicker that is. We're going to be able to scavenge so much more easy now. Now, hopefully we can bring all these technical documents back to the base.
We need a workspace where we can experiment and re-engineer all the pre-pandemic technology. We could store all the books there, too. Let's build a research center and assign the most technical minds there.
Okay, great plan.
Okay, let's do this.
Another one incoming! Operator. Roger.
Now it is, of course, nighttime. We've got a lot to be getting on with. I'm really hoping this group can make it back to this building in time. They're very close to being attacked.
The infected are pillaging a building.
But it looks like we should be fine.
Heads up, there are some infected dogs incoming fast.
Are you serious? Run.
Do not engage.
Do
Run
not
away.
engage. Oh no, this is not good. This is really not good, zombie dogs. Swimming through the water as well. I'm really hoping this tower can deal with them. Okay, this insane tower has managed to deal with them once again. We've got more zombie dogs down here. I think this is definitely the strat though. Having multiple people in multiple buildings flanking the enemy with different shots from different sides instead of getting them all cramped up in the HQ. It looks like we may have just survived another night. We're slowly but surely getting better at dealing with these horrible infected at night, spreading the people around the buildings, getting fire from different angles. This tower, by the way, is the main man of this show. It's absolutely managed to withhold so much things. Now, I think we are pretty secure. I think we should go and loot this building, get everything back into our warehouse, and maybe even start growing some farms.
We're on the move.
Now, in terms of what we're going to want to do next then, like I say, build fields, so 0 out of 3. So if we go over to the building menu and we go to field. Okay, so I think we should make a little farm area here. 1, 2, 3. We can also build a cookhouse. I think we should maybe turn this building into a cookhouse. Why not? One thing we actually haven't checked out is Big Ben right now. So let's loot Big Ben and see what's inside. This team has actually nearly scavenged Big Ben. This is a great building for sight, by the way. This would be a great defensive outpost. Just shooting down all the way from up here. Wonder what they're going to find in there. They've managed to find some food sources, some more basic tools as well. What on earth is that sound?
Chief, did you hear that?
I did.
There must be hundreds of them. I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, get ready to defend the zone.
Oh my god, that sounded absolutely terrifying.
One incoming. Infected incoming.
Oh my days. Well,
There are some infected around here.
looks like we're definitely kind of seeing where they're coming from. They're destroying our cookhouse. That is not what we want. Let's maybe move everyone down a building.
There are some infected around here.
I should get back into the
Infected
HQ.
incoming. There are some infected around here.
Run back into the building. This could really be a bad night.
Won't hold much longer.
Our structure condition, by the way, for the headquarters is on the ropes. This honestly could be the end.
Another one incoming. Hostiles inbound.
They're gonna absolutely decimate our base here. There are so many different hordes. A group of 8 here, a group of 10 here, a group of 9 here. Another group has come over here as well. This game is no joke.
Infected incoming.
We managed to hold them off just about.
Spotted.
But once again, our headquarters is slowly but surely being destroyed.
Infected incoming.
I honestly don't know how we managed to survive this
There are some
night.
infected around here.
One last horde potentially is on its way to try and disrupt us.
Infected incoming.
The door won't hold much longer.
Okay, hopefully this group can handle
Requesting
these
support.
zombies here. They are a bit weak. It looks like they managed to just about survive. God, that was terrifying.
Boss, it's been a rough night.
Telling
They
me.
must have made the infected extremely bloodthirsty. If more and more come, our chances of survival will be really low.
Yeah, for sure. We will prevail though. I have faith.
We'll get over this. We have to. We're all that's left of humanity.
But I think this is where I'm going to end today's video. As you can see, Infection Free Zone is absolutely amazing. The biggest zombie survival game I think that exists. Literally, build anywhere, survive anywhere. Very tough, by the way. A lot of hordes of zombies to deal with and plan and preparation. But if you did enjoy this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all the content. I'm going to be covering this game even further and potentially even trying to survive a zombie apocalypse on my very own street. But I appreciate you for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.